everyone, welcome to the Beez podcast. I'm Jess and I will be your host. I am the owner of Pickle Dyeworks as well as the host of this show. If you want, you can catch me on Ravelry, Instagram. There is a Ravelry page for this group, which also has the show notes for every podcast. If you are a new viewer, thank you, welcome for joining us. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back every single approximately week. Let's just get into it. I don't have a lot to say this week. I have one finished object, one whip, and just a dyed yarn to share with you. So let's just get started. I am wearing my finished object. This is the Rock Creek sweater by Caitlin Hunter of Dyeworks, and I finished it while I was editing and uploading this last episode of the podcast. So I've been wearing this basically every day since I finished it. It is super warm, super comfy. It was an easy knit, it was a quick knit, and the only complaint I have is my own personal problem, as far as I can tell, was that it is slightly too short in the front for me personally. When you put it on, it's fine, and then when you get moving, it kind of rides up a little, and I don't like how often I have to kind of like pull it down in the front, just for general comfortable feelings in that way. So I made this 18 inches from the cast on edge to the armpit area, and I thought it would be enough, but I probably need like another 2 inches, in my opinion, to feel comfortable with the way that this shirt is. It's also very kind of stretchy and elasticy. It's a seed stitch for the front panel, which I think kind of pulls it up a little and like kind of crunches it up a little on its own. The back is quite long. I tried to wear this with a dress. I thought maybe since it was shorter in the front it would work, but it did not work with the dress I tried on. The back was too long and the front was, the front was fine with the dress, but the back was way too long. And there's only like maybe a few inches between the back of my sweater bottom and the bottom of the dress. So that was not a great look either. So I'm not sure how I want to style this sweater. But I've just been generally wearing it with leggings and jean-like leggings and pant-like things for the past couple days, and I don't know, it's comfortable, it's very warm, but it's just a little too short. I think had I used a different type of yarn, given that I used an acrylic yarn and it has no give whatsoever in that aspect and it doesn't stay stretched out or anything, that I'm kind of doomed in that department, and had I used something else I maybe would have been more comfortable kind of knitting the pattern as is and then wearing that garment. I'm wicked proud of having a adult size garment made for myself that fits though, because I made a cardigan and it didn't quite close in the front, so this is my first officially fitting sweater for myself. That's my finished object for you guys. I have one whip, which is the Zweig sweater, also by Caitlin Hunter of Dyeworks. When you saw it last time, I had just done the color work and a little bit of the knitting to get ready to separate the sleeves. I separated the sleeves over the weekend and I've been knitting my little butt off, and I am this far into it. So the orange is pumpkin guts. The main color for the body is Robots Don't Cry. If I bring it close, maybe you can see the pattern on the body. It's just got like a cabled X pattern. I have, let's see, from the underarm to the bottom is this wide. She says in the pattern for it to be 15 inches, so I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a crop sweater. I'm trying to decide how long I want it to be. I'm also not sure because I hear superwash merino grows a little lengthwise. I don't know how much it would grow if it was mixed with the nylon. I didn't do a swatch and wash it like I should have now that I'm thinking about it. But, excuse me, if I don't wet block it, then the question is, kind of how long do I want it? If I want it short, because the deal is, if I wear like jeans and pants, I need a longer sweater. If I wear a dress, I need a crop sweater because all of my dresses have like a higher waist. Personally, for me, I like that. I think it's more flattering. Also more fun and just the general look that I like. But because of that, I hate long sweaters with that style of dress. So I'm undecided. I'm thinking about putting this on a waist yarn so that I can, you know, kind of try it on and see how I'm feeling about it. Because I don't really know if it fits. And I feel like I should know after how many hours I put into it if it's worth to keep going. Because I'm slightly concerned that I went a little too long between the color work and the pattern. And I don't know if it's going to look weird. So that's my whip. This is going to get done before Christmas. And if not done before Christmas, it's definitely going to be done before New Year's Eve. I will have finished this sweater by the end of 2017 if I play my cards right. So that's that. So my phone was recording on the wrong part of the device and I ran out of time. So back to the other stuff. I was going to say, last week I had recorded a video after I recorded the podcast showing some yarns I was going to put in the shop, and then things got busy and it never got edited and posted. So I just have one yarn to share with you guys because hopefully that will end up being up and you'll see it. So here we have a really blown out kind of, well, yeah. So anyways, you can see it's a really twisty single ply. Let me see if I close this. If you'll be able to see it better. Or if I get up close. Kinda. What we have is a minty green, kind of like a sage green color. This is picking it up a little more like bright green, but I mean you can see the darker. This is more the shade the whole thing is. This is pretty close actually now. It's definitely more to the green side than the blue side. Like this is showing it. So that's that. That was awkward. Sorry. So anyways, I did this up. It's a pretty green tonal. I will try to post pictures so we can get a better look of the color. The thing about this is that I have a question. I have never knit with a single ply before. I have bought a bunch of single ply base for I don't know why, because I don't even know if I like it. So the question is, 1, do you guys like single ply yarn? 2, have you ever, okay, I guess 1 is have you used it, 2, do you like it, 3, what did you do with it? I'm thinking hat or shawl, maybe scarf with this, maybe a hat. Ta-da! So anyways, the question is, thusly, do you like it? Do you like greens? Do you like single plies? I'm going to be listing this in the shop. It will be on Etsy. All the info will again be in the down box for you guys. It's Pickle Dyeworks. That's what I've decided on. So I've recorded this 3 times, if you've made it this far. So I don't even remember what I've said and haven't said because I have actually recorded 3 times today within like the last hour and a half. I just wasn't liking how things were turning out. The lighting was really terrible, blah, 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 blah. You don't care. I don't even care. I'm just annoyed. So, yarn and questions. Okay, so I was thinking about doing the giveaway, which I talked about, not last podcast, but I think the podcast before. And I've basically got it finalized in my head. It's going to be like a cross-platform kind of giveaway. YouTube, the Ravelry group, and Instagram. So you could, I'm going to let people, I think, do multiple entries across the platforms. It'll be things like, make sure you're a follower and then comment kind of thing. I don't want people, maybe. I don't know. I'm not entirely decided. But the question is, would you rather pick a specific skein that you want out of the shop, or would you rather just have like one that I pick, like how I showed that blue kind of one of a kind one because I'm not sure if I can replicate it yet, colorway. I don't know. That's kind of the question. And also a piece of info for all of you guys, if you've made it thus far, I was not ignoring you guys who said that you did not prefer fingering weight yarn and that you wanted like a worsted weight. I'm going to have DK and worsted in the shop very soon. I'm going to be dyeing on those bases Thursday, Friday, Monday kind of thing. So within the next week, I will have some colors done up on those bases to show you guys. It's not that they're not as important. It's not that I like you guys less or I think you guys, you know, what you want isn't as important. The deal was purely selfish. I purchased yarn bases that I wanted for specific projects and then dyed up things I wanted for specific projects. I wanted to be able to dye with projects in mind instead of just having a bunch of yarn laying around with no plans. Because if I don't sell it, I need to use it. That is basically the deal here. And so the dyeing started out, it's a very selfish endeavor in the first place. It was just kind of something I thought would be fun, and then to get the colors that I wanted, like, in my mind for a specific project. So, because I wanted that kind of creative outlet, I wanted to try to do it as smartly as possible. So that is why I hadn't had any other weights in the shop until now. So it's not because I didn't like you guys, it's not because I didn't care, it's because this whole endeavor was very selfish and I just wasn't ready to do that yet. Because I have, like, you know, a list of things I wanted to do. So I want to make one of the brioche bandana cowls by Lavanya Patricella. I didn't check to make sure I'm saying her name right. I'm 90% sure I'm right. I want to try a brioche project. And I think that that looks like a really fun project in general. Maybe I'll get my butt handed to me and it won't be as easy as I think. But that is one of the things on my list. And I wanted to do the DK version. I didn't like the fingering version visually. I thought the worsted was a little too heavy, like chunky looking for me. DK looked perfect. So that's what that is. But I want to carry fingering, DK, and worsted for you guys in the shop in all of the colorways. I will only have one DK and one worsted base for now. If they become popular, or if I have interest in a different base personally, or if I get enough interest from other people, then I'll pick up another base. They're both superwash merino. I think the worsted is a single ply. I don't remember the nylon content. I'd have to check. But I mean, all that information will be up online, in the shop, in the store, on the Ravelry group for you guys if you want to know. I just wanted to make sure you guys didn't think that I didn't care or dismissed you or you weren't like fancy enough or like whatever that is. It was not the case. And I was feeling pretty guilty about it. So I'm feeling a little better now that I've had a chance to tell you and that I'm kind of rectifying the situation. Last thing, since this is kind of a short podcast, I'm going to do the shop news squished in, is I'm still selling Zweig sweater kits. They are done by size, so you get whatever amount of skeins you need for your size. They come in any of the fingering weight bases, which is the 75-25 superwash merino nylon, which is what I'm making mine out of, NCN, the twisty single base, which is 100% superwash merino, and the stellina base, which is gold stellina. It is basically, you order your sweater kit, you automatically get 10% off. It's already, the price for it is 10% off what it would be. Like, say, for me, I need 4 skeins of the main color and 1 of the contrast color. So whatever that is, it would be, like, say, $26 times 5, and then that's how much it would normally cost. But I'm giving you 10% off. It's already on the price. And also, I am offering, for now, free shipping within the United States. I'm also probably going to run a little sale around Christmas time, after Christmas time. What do you think? I don't know. I was never really good at this in the first place. So I'm definitely out of my depth as far as this is concerned. I don't know. That's all I have to say, really. I've just been working on the one project this week, and I don't mind actually being monogamous with the project. I'm feeling good about how much progress I've gotten done on it. So what are you guys up to this week? What are you knitting on? Giveaway stuff will be situated and probably posted on the group, on my Instagram page. Maybe I'll make a mini video, like, as, you know, guidelines, rules, whatever for that, for you guys. I'm going to try to get that figured out by Monday at the latest. So today is Wednesday, so I got a couple days to definitely finish it up. And I will let people do multiple entries along the platforms. Just kind of, it's a way for me to get my stuff out there, as well as showing my appreciation to you guys. It's kind of like, you know, like a twofer kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. I went on a rant in the other one, and I don't think that I really want to do that again. It was like a Thanksgiving / Instagram rant, and I don't think you need it. I'm just going to call it done. We're going to have a quick one, little podcast this time. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know, find me on Instagram or Ravelry. Message me here. You know, leave a little comment, whatever. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will hopefully see you next week before Thanksgiving. Bye!